everyone. Green morning, green afternoon, green evening. The world is becoming a better place. The things are becoming better. We all are coming post-pandemic. Situation is improving, and we pray to Almighty. All of you should be fine with the good health, with the good wellness. People, those are getting up early in the morning in Canada, Latin America, USA. Okay, do your morning walk, your morning jog. Put your earphones. If you're having your morning tea and coffee, smile, be happy, enjoy yourself. People, those have taken lunch, I hope you have not taken heavy lunch in entire European Union. I requested you, please don't take heavy lunch, otherwise you'll go to sleep. So we will give you tea after this program. We'll give you coffee also. You need green tea, we'll give you. You need milk tea, we'll give you. You need coffee, we'll give it to you. No problems. Let's be together for 1 hour and then going to Central Asia, ASEAN, and of course, we have got a lady joining us from Taiwan also. People are joining us from Myanmar, Cambodia, Laos, Singapore, Malaysia, Thailand, Indonesia, Philippines, and of course, Brunei also. Yes, Dubai also, Kuwait also, Doha, Qatar also, Oman also. Yes, I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful to all of you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for all of you joining us this evening over here and coming. And let's start this evening's program. So, ladies and gentlemen, we roll over here with our international. I let me post it over here. Namaskar, namaskar. Let me write in Hindi because yes, here it is, and we go, ladies and gentlemen. Today is a very, very important morning, afternoon, evening, day, whatever time zone you are in, whatever continent you are in, whatever country you are in. Today is the International Women Day. I'm talking to you because of my mother. She gave me the voice, she gave me this energy, she gave me the constitution, she gave me the life, and I'm walking the planet for 72 years. Oh my God, it's all because of my mother. But then, of course, I got a lot of food, a lot of happiness, laughter, music, family environment, my wife, my daughter, my grandchild, my daughter-in-law, and my teachers, my counselors, my principal, female principal, okay, and a lot of others. This world is because of women. This world is empowered because of women. They play very important role for all of us. Those who have joined us, please share with your friends, please share with your brothers that all of you, those are joining us today, we are live on the YouTube. That is GS Motivator channel. Please post your views, post your comments, whatever you want to write, and respect and give love and affection as much as you can to this entire program. The curtain raiser for this program started on Saturday, 25th of February, when Chitrakala ma'am returned from Germany. Chitrakala Ramachandranji, principal Chennai Public School, I told her, I requested her, ma'am, you have come from Germany. You know, the Honorable Prime Minister always keeps talking about skills, vocational competencies, capabilities. Discuss with us. And she was the one who brought lots of people together. And ladies and gentlemen, we had two sessions during the pandemic, and thereafter on Saturday, 27th of February, as a curtain raiser to this entire week celebration, she was there to get this journey. I'm proud of her. She brought 12 people. Thereafter, we had gone to western part of India, and Amrita S. Dudhiaji, mind coach, inspirational speaker, and entrepreneur, she brought 12 women, police officer, judges, and advocate, and teacher, and counselor, and principal, and doctor, and psychologist, and musician, and art, craft, culture, everything she brought together. Amritaji, I hope you remember that you were introduced to us by Colonel Suresh Kumar from Jodhpur. So I'm thankful to Colonel Suresh Kumar that he introduced Amrita Dudhiaji to us. So moving in the journey from the Western, we had come to Kavita Menon, very powerful woman, very powerful lady. And she brought these five of them, and they were wonderful deliberations, all of them. And Soumya, we miss you. You sang such a beautiful Hindi song. I requested for a Malayalam song, but you gave Hindi song to me. I'm so grateful. Kavita ji, it was a very, very wonderful program and very nice program. I must compliment you. You're doing a great job. Keep doing. She is the CEO, Director, Academic and Trainer, Global Language. Thereafter, we got the woman who is doing a very important role in technology, artificial intelligence, blockchain, and cloud computing, Internet of Things, and how to give technology in entire education ecosystem at the school level. That is Divya Lal, Managing Director, Flip Learn Education. And she brought these 6 women, and it was a treat to listen to all of them. Divya Lalji, I know you're flying in the flight. Get down in Delhi as soon as possible. The moment you get down, come down for this show. We are waiting for you to join us. Thereafter, we went to northeast part of India, Tripura, Manipur, Assam, Meghalaya, Arunachal, Nagaland, Mizoram, Sikkim, 8 beautiful states. Swapna Shomji, she had shown the Sapna, and Swapna Shomji brought these wonderful ladies with us, and the northeast deliberations when we had, it was fantastic, it was splendid. Northeast is next to my heart. I've got great regards, because 1973 I started my humble journey. When I talk about uniform, you can never ever forget your first rank, your first salary, your first job, and your first interaction with the humanity. Being an army officer, when you move in, that's a northeast. Okay. Thereafter, oh my God, she gave such a surprise. I call this lady all the time Mosmi Chatterjee ma'am, because although her name is Chanchala ma'am, Chanchala Yalamanchi ma'am, she's a principal, Shri Academy, Hyderabad. She's doing a great job. She brought these kids, and ranging from 6th standard to 11th standard, and she weaved an entire story. And that story was in such a way, she was moving with the story, she was moving ahead, and the story was moving ahead. And these children, they were giving their views based on that story. It was a great learning. Chanchala ma'am, stay blessed. God bless you. You have got 2 wonderful daughters. I bless both of them as a grandfather. Thank you. Thereafter, ladies and gentlemen, when you get to Bengal, you talk about media entertainment industry. You talk about music, you talk about dances, you talk about films, you talk about whatever you can think of, radio, television, theater, music, films. Bengalis have done a lot. Of course, Punjabis also, they always keep aspiring to get into the film industry. They say, first of all, send us to Canada. If you cannot send us to Canada, can you make us a film star? Can we go to the Bombay? And they don't want to do any other work except they want to. So Sunday, every Sunday, we have got a special program for them where we talk about. So very gorgeous woman who has dedicated, she shed her music part. 20 years she enjoyed, very good dancer, enjoyed the music so well. Dance performance is everything, but she had to choose whether to get education side or to get to the media entertainment. Well, the loss of all those who could have seen her in the beauty screen right over there in Mumbai or in West Bengal or in other Hollywood, but the education ecosystem got empowered, because 23 years she is with the education ecosystem, empowering the boys and girls those are interested to get into now the B.Ed, the M.Ed, couple of other programs. So from STEM, she moved to the STEAM also, and she brought these 25 girls together. Imagine 3 hours marathon. She played the 2020 match. It was a 25 match, and that was for 3 hours. We started at 8 o'clock and we finished at 11 o'clock. And yesterday, ladies and gentlemen, proud of all my brothers and sisters, of course, Professor Dr. Vivek Shankar Natarajan from Texas, Lamar University, who comes from Bangalore, went from the Kanchipuram side. He did a wonderful job for us. And yesterday, we got all these international celebrities together from world over, along with Sunita Bhuyaji. And Sunita Bhuyaji, she enjoys the music journey for 100 years. Her mother and her grandmother, they all play violin. Now her son, he plays piano. And yesterday she told music for creativity in education. Those of you who have missed yesterday's program, kindly see on my YouTube channel and like it also. Press the bell icon, that bell also icon, and you will see it. She talked for 35 minutes. What is the creativity in education through music? What all can be done? You can come on GS Motivator. Like the program is going live now, we saw it yesterday. And today, just before this program, 15 minutes before only, I finished a program for Arunachal Pradesh. I had the women from Arunachal Pradesh making education relevant. And this was the galaxy from Arunachal Pradesh. All of them, they had come together. They discussed because I started my uniform from Arunachal Pradesh. So in Northeast, I owe a lot to them. I dedicate my remaining life for the universe the best possible way, whatsoever we can do. And this evening, ladies and gentlemen, this is the 726th webinar. And I'm so grateful to Swarnima Luthra the principal ASN Senior Secondary School, New Delhi, Mayur Vihar, who had been very, very kind. On 25th of March, complete lockdown in the country, we started the webinar series together, started getting the principals, teachers, educators, counselors, technocrats, everybody together on a common platform. From there, the journey started. And ladies and gentlemen, it was she who supported me like my younger sister, and I send you my blessings. Ladies and gentlemen, this evening we are privileged. We have got Madam Bhanumati Narsimhanji. She is the chairperson, Women's Welfare and a Child Care Program of the Art of Living. She is Shri Shri Ravi Shankarji's sister. Great they are doing for the humanity, for the civilization. And I think there is nothing else which can empower the world and the humanity and the girl child when we talk about on an International Women Day, when we say education plays very important role in our life. God bless the family. God bless all of them. God bless the organization. They are doing great job and they're doing wonderful job. This evening we would be starting with her because she has got some other assignment. She got to go. Madam Divya Lal, I've already mentioned. Dr. Rekha Chaudhary, she's joining us from New York this morning. Global Wellness Ambassador of India. She's MD, One Line Wellness and RCNC Wellness Tourism India. When we talk about the wellness, she's the brand ambassador, and we are not going to ask her age. That's not correct on my part. Okay, and then rest of the celebrities, all of them, they're right over here. When I will talk about their awards, we will move with them and we will discuss. So our chamber, International Chamber for Service Industry, very less people are privileged in life. And I'm so thankful to God. When I joined Indian Army, that time I thought and I took a pledge, because 4 years when you undergo a rigors and rigmarole of the training, you take a pledge because every day you count to yourself so much physical labor they put you into, because they have to chisel you, they have to firm you, they have to make mental robustness for you. And you take a pledge, I will retire from this uniform only. But ladies and gentlemen, destiny had something else in the storage. After about 7, 8 years of service, I had to change. And because of that, when I did my master's and PhD, I moved on deputation to the Ministry of Tourism, Government of India. I set up India's first travel, tourism, and leisure institute, which is known as IITTM, Indian Institute of Travel and Tourism Management. And when I say before you, in a very humble way, along with my team, we drafted India's first MBA tourism program, which is going on at present in 147 universities in India. Privilege. It's a proud. We should go like an unsung hero from here, just contribute to the humanity. 1993, I left tourism, I left Forge, I left everything. And then I decided something I have to do to serve the humanity. During the Ministry of Tourism, Government of India, a lot of people used to come to us and they used to say, we are NRIs, we are Indian diaspora, we are abroad, we want to do something for India, but there is nobody to whom we should go. And that was the journey. 1994, we started getting NRIs together on a common platform. And from there, the journey moved 7 to 8,000, 10,000, 12,000, 15,000 people together. And 2003, then the Honorable Prime Minister of India, Vajpayee ji, he was kind enough. He understood what are we doing what exactly is needed. And that was the birth on 22nd November 2003, Parvasi Bharatiya Divas. Today we are proud of, there are 31 million non-resident Indian diaspora abroad in different countries. New education policy is a game changer for all of us. Ladies and gentlemen, we are doing 28 webinars per week. All are dedicated to education. All are dedicated to education, education empowerment. Can you believe it? Nirmala Sitharamanji on 1st of February, she announced that in the budget article, when she talked about 6 pillars, pillar number 4, she talked about education. Over there, she talked about 100 Scenic School in PPP mode. Right from 1st of February, the budget was announced. 2nd of February, we started working on 100 Scenic School in PPP mode, where the NGOs, the private entities, and the state governments, how it is to be done. And all these officers, armed forces, Army, Navy, and Air Force, we have invited for deliberation right from 2nd of February, and this will go on till these 100 schools get established in India. ICSI roadmap for implementation, what we would like to tell, because basically the policy has to be implemented in totality, then the monitoring. Education should not be separated from skills, and education and skill to be clubbed with startup, stand-up, entrepreneurship, everything. And of course, if there is a keeping pace with the global, the technology in education, we have to do a lot. Atal Tinkering Lab, incubations, all that is quite good, but research part, we have to do quite a bit of it. Rest we will discuss later. Ladies and gentlemen, this evening, the honor, the respect, the gesture, the dedication and devotion, and right from the bottom of our heart, we would like to recognize Madam Bhanumati Narsimanji, the chairperson, Women Welfare and Child Care Program of Art of Living, for her meritorious and innovative contribution in making education relevant. I would be taking on rest of the, as I will keep announcing the people, we will moving the journey. I would request Madam Bhanumati Narsimanji to say few words on this occasion. I would request you, I would invite you, because as you have to go, I would request all of you, kindly put your hands together and we should extend a very warm welcome. You can unmute, you can unmute your mics, no worries people, because even if you shout, it will not be heard. No worries, because we are in a digital mode, but we must show our respect, gesture and salutations to her as a armed forces officer, as an elder brother. I place my salutation, regards and blessings on her. They are doing great job, organization is doing great job. Let's hear you, ma'am.
Thank you so much for having me, and happy Women's Day today. And it was so wonderful to see the humor in uniform. And Major Dr. Gulshan Sharma ji, thank you so much for introducing such a wonderful introduction. And here I am amid so many empowered women here. I can see everybody there. So much they are doing in their own sphere. And I would like to begin with a quote from Gurudev on Sri Sri Ravi Shankar on women. Today he has written. The sensitivity of women helps her to be more intuitive and see beyond words. By balancing and channelizing her emotions, her inborn leadership comes through. And this is for today's International Women's Day. He has given this quote. So here I would like to tell, that is how a woman leader is born. What is a woman leader? There are two types of women, one who are already empowered, and who wants to be empowered. So leader means one who is already feeling empowered, right? So if you see at home, mother is naturally, she's empowered, she leads you. And also teachers are in school, they feel, because of they feel empowered, they could guide us, isn't it? So this way, a true leader, I would say, has 5 qualities. Gurudev often says that a true women leader, or any leader for that matter, has these 5 qualities. One is Paradarshi, Priyadarshi, Satyadarshi, and then she is Duradarshi and Samadarshi. These are the 5 things. Duradarshi is one who has farsightedness, who knows, they have the picture of long time benefit, what is going to happen in the long term, isn't it? It's not like short term benefit, which is good for everybody. Bahujana hitaya, bahujana sukhaya, including everybody, all inclusiveness is there in her planning, and that is Duradarshi. And then Priyadarshi, one who has that pleasant state attitude towards life, and then also exhibits it towards others. And then this is Samadarshi, is where equanimity is there. There is it is very unbiased attitude. And then there is also this Satyadarshi, one who leads you towards truth. Priyadarshi, Paradarshi. Paradarshi is one that is intuitive and also, transparent leadership. These are the 5 qualities. If they have, she is a true leader, I would say. And when you know that you have, some may have 1 or 2 of these qualities, but all the 5 qualities, if you have, then you are really an exemplary leader. And there are many such leaders in the world. Some are well known, some are yet to be known. Unsung heroes, you were saying right now. There are so many such. We have seen them, especially at home only. Our grandparents, our grandmother, our mother, they're all like that, unsung heroines only, I would say. They do so much from the back. They're so supportive. At the same time, there's so much of empowerment in them. They have confidence. A true leader is one who has so much of confidence and courage in her. This is so important for us, especially in this pandemic time. When people were so depressed, that courage and confidence was lost, and that can be we can re-establish that through spiritual education. When we meditate, we gain that confidence of the self, know that how we are so strong within ourselves, and a strong mind can carry even a weak body, but a weak mind cannot carry even a strong body. So we need to really focus on that mental aspect, mental strength. That is where a true leader also helps you. And when you also turn to spirituality, then you are able to tackle your own mind, emotions. In fact, education, the policy of education, we need to focus this aspect of creating a proper shining personality of a child. Usually education means it has become stuffing the children with lot of information. But true education is a system where we give that atmosphere for a child to blossom and then learn by itself. There is so much chance you give them, because the children they are so intuitive, they are so intelligent as well. Of course, we create that atmosphere. At the same time, it's not like stuffing them with information. So that is very important, to focus on the all-round development, especially on the personality development. It's like in olden days, they used to say the child would run to the school and come back walking slowly, because they have to get away from their friends. No, they want to go to school all the time. But now what has happened now, you want to run back home, you go to school very slowly. Somebody was saying the other day that this is not the real education. We have to make our education more relevant, more attractive. These are all you're all doing such good work in that scale. in that field, isn't it? What is really relevant to education, whether it is school or in the college level also, it should be made more attractive, more relevant to the present time. Of course, we take lessons from the past. There are eternal truths, that so we have wealth of knowledge from our ancient lores. But at the same time, we need to focus on modern research, do research, and then the children will be able to have a scientific temperament, So these are all relevant for the present day, I would say. And then it is also, we have to also focus on instilling human values in children, of sharing and caring attitude, isn't it? So, and also make them more happy. And we all know that happiness is an attitude, we can cultivate it. We have to focus on that. And nobody has, nobody is a giver of happiness. We are the source of happiness. As kashtasya sukasya nakopi data. There is a saying, both for your good and your happiness and unhappiness, nobody is the giver of your happiness and unhappiness. So that is where, when you realize your strength, that I am the source of happiness, I have the source of happiness within me, through meditation, through spiritual practices, we gain that strength, we gain that mental strength, which can help us to instill all these good qualities, human values in among children also, and people whom we meet, because our presence speaks a lot. We have to, if you see, words are not so effective as compared to our presence. If you have a pleasant state of mind and then sit with people, they understand your vibration. Through your vibration, they are comfortable, isn't it? So we need to develop atmosphere for children also to feel this sensitivity, create this atmosphere so that they can learn better and share and care with others. And then when for me, a true leader is successful. Also, successful leader is one who has a genuine smile and who can share it with others, and one who has a peaceful sleep in the night. As soon as you come back home, you have you have no other worries. You're at peace with yourself, and that is when you can share with others also. What you have, only you can share with others. So we have to focus on ourselves. Otherwise, what happens, we are stuffing children with so much of information. The children all come with innocence and smile, and they go back after the school with a lot of stress and tension. That is not the true education. Education is where the child blossoms naturally and in human values. So we have a choice now. We do, as great leaders, great thinkers here, so many of you, we all have this responsibility towards society to create a harmonious society, to have a better grip over our emotions. In fact, at school or at home, nobody teaches us how to handle our emotions. That is where our children are lost. When they get angry, upset, they don't know how to control it, the anger. So through spiritual education, through meditation, breathing exercise, yoga, these all can be managed very well. So we have to catch them young. There are many principles here I have seen. And so this is, I know you are all great thinkers. This is a good thing to consider in your schools to, apply these principles. And it has been a success in our schools. We run 700 free schools, around 70,000 children have free education. And also we have SSRVM schools, 100 of them. And there also more than 45,000 children study. Everywhere we have this program, meditation program. And the children really have shown so much of progress and value-based education. So that is a relevance in education, I would say, true relevance. And with that, we are here. There are true leaders are there, and I would say that we have to focus now on creating more true leaders through our education system. With that, I thank you very much for this wonderful opportunity and honoring. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you very much, ma'am, for your kind words and your inspiration. You set the tone so well, because value-based education is very, very important. And there you talked about the yoga, the meditation, and basically all that spirituality part also. The other day we were just talking to some of our members, our chamber members in Canada, in America, in Latin America, in Europe. I said, India is now having new education policy. 100 universities are being invited, and we want to get a lot of foreign students to come to India. And how to get students over here? So they talked with me, and they looked and they said, don't talk about the normal graduation and all. Only one area people will come, that is called the spiritual part, just to discover who am I, what is the purpose of my life. So already we got the other day from Katak, your honorable vice chancellor. I got Madam Kulkarni. They all had come for the platform. It was a wonderful interaction. On the wellness Ayurveda side, I got Arvindji the other day, and we discussed for 1 hour the complete program. I think today my appetizer is not over, ma'am. This is just the appetizer. I have to get you some other day, and I want to hold a little longer discussion and views of yours, which we would like to take. Thank you very much for coming this evening. Thank you very much for gracing the occasion. We all are privileged to have you with us. Thanks a lot. And all of us together, we convey our thanks to you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for being with us today. And we look forward to many more such occasions in future where we all are going to be together. Namaskar and pranam aapko. And thank you very much. Thanks for coming. Very, very kind of you. And I got to request all my other, I would call sisters and daughters, whatever age group you are in, but we got to give the respect to time. And that is the people, those are having 11 o'clock before we sleep on my channel. It is better to give them time. That is much, much better. So thereby, Dr. Rekha Chaudhary ji, I would request you, you take wellness mug. It's early morning over there in America, so it's a long day for you. But Dr. Christie is going to sleep here only with Buddham Sharanam Gacchami. And Dr. Nishtha, before her water runs, out of the tap, in Singapore, is 2.5 hours ahead of me. If you people will permit me, because Dubai, it is 2.5 hours back. Prema ma'am can stay with me. I need your support. Otherwise, I'll start trembling, I need you. You got to be with me. So let me just go to Dr. Christy Chang, and thereafter I go to Dr. Nishtha. I would request both of you. Now, I have not put the certificates in order. Nobody should feel that, look, Dr. Sharma, you had shown one award and thereafter you have disappeared. It's not like that. Awards are there. Even before you speak, I will give you award. No worries. Okay. So all of you got to respect. Now, after Bhanumati ji, Divya Lal ma'am has to join. We will be giving her award. Rekha Chaudhary ma'am, you
Good
kindly
evening.
Yes, you kindly have your wellness coffee and tea, and we will be giving you honor. I want to say a lot about you. Then come Chanchala ma'am. Yes, you kindly practice for your next movie that is called Jahrile Insan, Mausmi Chatterjee with Rishi Kapoor, and that will come. Dr. Nishtha, yes, Dr. Nishtha, keep for 10 minutes, little bit more, your eyes open. I know it's too late in Singapore, but we will get you with us soon. Dr. Christy Chang, I am going to invite you. She's a joint president, IBC, International Buddhist Confederation, Taiwan, for meritorious and innovative contribution. Do you want that I show rest of the awards right now, or should I show afterwards?
Let me, say hi first. Namaste. Namaskar.
Yes.
Hello, dear Dr. Goshan Shamaji and all my beautiful, very beautiful, wonderful, powerful Indian sisters here. Thank you for having, invited me to this session. I really would love to hear you all. I know you have a lot to teach me personally. And well, I'm just so delighted to join you. I have such deep karmic connection with India somehow. As Dr. Goshan Shamaji introduced me, I'm one of the joint presidents for the India-based International Buddhist Confederation. But actually, well, I should
under Ministry of Culture, Ministry
yes.
of Culture, Government of India. Yes.
Oh yes, thank you. Yes. So but actually, before I became the joint president for that International Buddhist Confederation, I've been involved in this International Buddhist Women's Movement. So this makes me feel like home. I've been running conferences every 2 years. I try to bring the Buddhist sisters together from different parts of the world who practice in all different faith traditions. I think we have like maybe 45 or 50 countries. So and Dr. Goshan Shamaji always wanted me to bring more people here. So I'm bringing many of them through sharing with you a video clip from the most recent, Sakadita conference. Sakadita actually means daughters of the Buddha. So I think that explains why I'm so much closely connected to India. So that is from 2019 in the Blue Mountains. In Australia, we had our 16th Sakadita conference. And this is a short 3-minute clip produced by a famous Buddhist woman composer named Imi Wee, based in Malaysia. And so she was chanting along. And then this is a very beautiful video I would love to share with all of you. I would have wanted to invite you all to the 17th Sakadita conference, which was originally scheduled in Malaysia at the end of this year. But unfortunately, we have to cancel it due to the pandemic. So
we all will come to Taiwan via Malaysia.
Taiwan.
Don't worry.
Come to Taiwan first, yeah?
Yes,
After the pandemic, I'm here waiting for you. So
yes.
without further ado, I would like to share this video clip with you.
Are you playing, Christy ma'am?
I think the technician here is helping me. No?
I'm so sorry, sister.
No? Okay.
Sister, I don't know. I don't know because I'm only technician left over today. All technicians have gone because today being a Sunday, and Devalal ma'am just got down from the aircraft. So that's why,
let me share screen then.
Yes, yes.
My backup plan here.
Oh, my technician has come. My technician. Okay. I think we can.
I can only hear the video.
Sister.
Yes.
We can only hear the sound, but somebody has come here. I think you have given to someone the video.
Okay.
Somebody has come. Somebody has come.
All right.
I think somebody is going to save my reputation. Let's see.
Somebody is here. Great.
Somebody is there. Somebody is there. Somebody is trying. Yes. So, ladies and gentlemen, all of us, let's work it out that we are in Taiwan, and we all are given a beautiful holidays. 3 nights, 4 days trip by Dr. Christy ma'am. we all will go to Taiwan. We will witness. And during this entire pandemic, she brought the Buddhism series, and that was wonderful. Is this the one, sister?
Yes.
Okay, but now there is no sound. Earlier,
I'm not seeing it yet.
Oh, you're not seeing? I think I'm so sorry, sister. He's trying to play, or she's trying to play. Yeah, now the sound will come. Now the sound will come. Is it Ajay or is it Dr. Chitra?
Dr. Chitra.
Okay, Dr. Chitra. Okay.
Yes. Sorry to keep you waiting, dear sisters.
I don't know. There's no sound.
There's no sound. I'm not
You
seeing the video either.
okay, sister? Sister,
Anyway,
then I think we can cut it down then?
yes, in this case, no.
I'm so sorry
I
because
can share the link with you. Maybe you can watch
yes, I can show
yourself.
Because
later.
Gulshanji,
Yeah.
Gulshanji, some experiences are better felt than seen. So I think
Okay.
we need to go to Taiwan to see it. and
Yes, that is lovely. That's what I was telling, but my sister was insisting to show to what I couldn't help it. And moreover, she was testing me whether I know the technology or not. So,
No,
sister. Okay, now
Yes.
let me make a brotherly request on International Women Day. You sing so well. Kindly just give 1 minute. I want to hear the vocal cord of my sister. And that will be your prayer to the entire universe for the global peace and happiness and everything. And Dr. Shali Mukherjee will dance on that. Come on, let's have it. Yeah, please,
All
please,
right.
let's go ahead.
But
Yes.
this is a very peaceful chant, actually, because we are talking about
Arey
leadership.
yaar, isko bol band kare
And
yaar.
actually, I was the president for the Sakatita International Association of Buddhist Women for one term in
Band karo.
2009 to
Please.
2015. And
Band
I
karo.
was the president. Our conference theme, one of the conferences, had this theme, leading to liberation. So I personally love this theme, and I would like to dedicate this mantra from the Heart Sutra, the shortest sutra in the Mahayana tradition, to all of you, very short, which only goes like Gade Gade Pala Sam Gade Bodhi Swaha. Go, let's all go together to the other shore, crossing the ocean of suffering. We go all together, towards liberation. Gade, Gade, Para, Gade, Parasam, Gade, Bodhi, Soha. Gade, Gade, Para, Gade, Parasam, Gade, Bodhi, Soha. May all beings be free from suffering. May you all be happy. Thank you.
Thank you, sister. Thank you. I'm proud of you. Thank you very much. You have always brought proud to me, and you brought such a beautiful series during the pandemic time. I will always remain proud of you. From Taiwan, this is Dr. Christy Chung. She's a professor, and she is teaching linguistics, language. Yes, quite a bit of it. And wonderful woman. And we are always proud of you. I'm looking forward to invite you to India. And next time, International Buddhist Confederation from the Ministry of Culture, Government of India. With these words, ladies and gentlemen, let me move to Singapore, because while coming back from Taiwan, we will get down in Singapore. Let's enjoy Singapore. It's a beautiful country, very small country, but very neat country, very powerful country. I stay always in Asia Pacific Hotel. Why am I declaring this? I always address in Suntec City my motivational talk. Why I'm declaring this? And Krish 1 movie was shot for 29 days in Singapore. Why I'm sharing this? Because we got 8 crores for Rakesh Roshanji from Singapore Tourism Promotion Board. But Dr. Nishta's loyalty is now towards Singapore, because what happened over there? They just paid 8 crores to India and they got 13% more tourist traffic to Singapore. They increase the tourism to Singapore. So Dr. Nishta, she specializes. And the other day, she gave a wonderful presentation. Divyaji, how much time you have got? Because you are a lady always on move. I hope you have got 15 minutes, because I have got New York lady also sitting over here to listen to you. So we were waiting for you. You're here?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. God bless you. So Nishta is specializing on water management strategies. When Singapore got independence, what exactly was the scenario of the water mismanagement, and then it moved to management, and now strategic management, now innovative management. We got to learn a lot. Nidhi, before Bangalore run out of water, and Chitrakala ma'am, name is Chennai, we might be on the beach, but they say there is a lot of problem going to be on the water. And Dr. Rekha Chaudhary ma'am, I hope, where is your mug? I want to see your wellness mug with a cup of coffee early in the morning in New York. Yes, yes, that's great. That's a woman from New York, and all of us joining over here. I would request now Dr. Nishtha Manocha to kindly take on the floor, please. Dr. Nishtha Manocha.
Thank you, Dr. Gulshan, and hello to everyone listening and to this esteemed panel who I'm extremely humbled to be a part of. But before I say anything else, let me please clarify. Please drink as much water as you want. It is very it recycles there. It's very much possible to recycle it. Drink as much water as you
It is
want.
water, not tea. Oh, Dr.
Please
Christie is
just hold
drinking.
on your mugs and just drink your water.
Okay, please go ahead.
Very important you do so.
Yes.
Happy Women's Day to all these wonderful ladies on the panel. So when I was thinking about what to say today and going with the themes, I thought, okay, let me talk a little bit about women leadership and women management. So I am one of those. We keep hearing all of these statistics about how how the world is biased towards men, and how women aren't, when we hear these percentages, only 10% of women in power, only 4% of women are CEOs, etc. But I've been on the privileged side of it. So I've had a very extremely supportive family. I've had the chance to be educated. I have a PhD from one of these prime institutes in the world. I have a fantastic job with bosses and in companies that that are supportive of gender equality and are supportive of hiring women and keeping them on the floor, etc. So while I don't feel the pain of all of these statistics, it still matters to me. I mean, I'm an engineer. I base all my decision on facts and data, and that's bread and butter for me. So I have a lot of facts for you coming up, and I have a lot of statistics for you coming up, and I'm going to try to offer a little bit of solution as to what we can do in our own small, tiny. We can't address the problem of gender imbalance and low women leadership globally on a 10-minute talk, but there are certain things that we can do, and let me see if I'm able to convince you on that. So we know that there are, I'm sure all of you in your own spheres, you've achieved great things, but you've also seen that when people have to say that, oh, this is a female CEO, oh, this company is run by a lady, oh, this great fantastic initiative is run by a woman, and this is completely oxymoron, right? Because if in an ideal world this wouldn't matter, you wouldn't have to say, oh, this is a female CEO, oh, Citibank just hired a female CEO, oh, IMF is run by women, oh, the German chancellor is a lady. It has, if the world was an ideal place, this wouldn't matter. You wouldn't come up with this question of saying, oh, the woman runs it. But sadly, this is the case, and this happens. And why does this happen? If you think about it, it's, then maybe women don't have enough opportunity, maybe they don't have enough support, maybe they need to conform to different societal expectations in different parts of the world. Maybe family comes first, maybe you have domestic responsibilities, and through all of this, women just tend to fall out of this whole workforce race. We can say the system is rigged for inequalities, and there are all of these problems that come along with it. But what I would like to talk about today is that this has nothing to do with the capability of, it has nothing to do with our capabilities. It's not because we can't do it. And there are lots of facts that tell you why women are extremely capable of doing all of these things that men do. Like, for example, if you, there's this fact recently by the IMF which said that women control 70% of the global household spending, right? Ghar ka budget. What do we buy things from? Where does money come? Where does it go? And that amounts to $12 trillion just in developed countries. And that's a huge number of money controlled by women. and still nobody gets any credit for it. And then even if you, for women who actually make it to the workforce and control actual economic spending, it has been proven that companies who have women in the top quartile for gender diversity are 15% more productive than their competition. So that says something. And a World Economic Forum study tells you that if, so they did this study in which they looked at a few venture capitalist firms, and they saw that firms who had at least 10% female partners outperformed other funds by 1.5% rate and had almost 10% more profitable exits. And that's again a massive amount of money. So as Bhanu Didi rightly said, that women are intuitive to lead, and there are tons of more studies in social sciences that tell you that the women brain is naturally wired for the pardarshi, the long-term strategic thinking, community building, vision. So scientifically, women are wired to do these things. It's proven there's an economic benefit to hiring women, and yet statistics are completely against it. It makes business sense to hire women, and yet women aren't hired. And yet we have issues of gender gap and gender wage gap, which is, I think, what a woman earns 79 cents for every dollar a man earns. I think that's the global average, which has risen from 65 cents or something a couple of years ago, which is good, but it's still 79 cents to a dollar. And then we have other disheartening statistics where like leadership positions globally, only 24% are women. And while women are in the top 500 S&P companies, where 45% of staff is women, but only 4% are CEOs. And that's ridiculous, right? And even in the, I'm a techie, I come from the STEM field, and I don't understand what's so masculine about artificial intelligence and cloud computing and engineering. Nothing, right? What's so masculine about writing a code? And yet this industry is completely dominated by men. I have these numbers here, which I wrote them down. Yeah, globally, senior research positions and higher, only 12% of cloud computing professionals are women. I see one of them on the panel here today. And for engineering, it's what, 15%, and artificial intelligence, 26% professionals. Globally, it doesn't make sense. And then when I try to connect the dots and I try to think back, it reminds me of my engineering days when we had a class of about 70 students. And I remember distinctly we had 14 girls. So the first two benches of the class, 7 girls each, and the rest, the whole class was boys. And I guess this is where it starts from, right? This is where the disparity begins from, and this is where education is important. So if we want to make these numbers better, if we want to equalize the gender of engineers, politicians, lawyers, we need to put girls in the classroom. Because if you don't put them in the classroom, they're not going to grow up to be a doctor, a lawyer, an engineer. They're not going to grow up to start a company of their own. That they might, but still, it's highly unlikely. And just talking about literacy, globally, there are about 123 million illiterate kids. Out of them, 62% are girls and 38% are boys. Boys should not be illiterate as well. That's not what I'm saying, but it's just that the ratio again here is more biased towards women. And this all adds up, and this all adds up to these statistics of which you and I are on a positive aspect of, but many, many girls aren't. And this, you don't know what you're missing. You know, maybe that girl who didn't go to class, who was asked to drop out. So when I was in college, I used to volunteer with the social service group, where we used to go and teach science to students from local schools. And we saw this very consistent trend that in Karnataka, where the education was free until class 7, the girls would come, and post that the boys would continue school and the girls would drop out, because girls need to get married and go away. So why spend how much? $8 a year on their school fees? And okay, fine, again, it's a big amount for someone with a different earning capacity, but it's just sad that you missed out on so much potential. Maybe that little girl who could not study post class 7, maybe she was an ex-prime minister, maybe she would grow up to get a Nobel Prize in physics, maybe she would cure cancer, who knows? We won't know, because the little girl didn't go to school. And of course, this problem is much more complex than just sending 5 kids to school and then just learning. But there are many solutions that have to be implemented together, and they have to set these numbers right. And a lot of people who are doing great work, and I see many of them on my screen. Vanity showed us a great example of what they're doing. She's told us how all of this works. And there's a lot of work being done at different levels, ground level, political levels, international levels, and that's fantastic. And it's also already showing results. But there's a lot we can do as individuals as well. Maybe if you're working, help out that bright young new mother who's trying to come back from maternity leave and trying to get her hands on the next project. Help out that girl who's afraid to ask a question because she was told she's not good enough. Just ask her, put her up in a meeting, ask her a question. Educate your partners, just sensitize your husband and your male colleagues to these issues, that, hey, these are real. Just, calm down. Maybe there's something else in the background. Maybe she's late because her kids threw up on her as she was walking out the door, which has happened to me a million times before. And if not, if you have helpers, see if they're sending their kids to school, see if they're letting their daughters continue going to school afterwards, and sponsor a child. Go volunteer, educate someone, or even if not, just be a good role model that the next generation can look up to. Because you never know who you might be helping. You never know, you might just be helping the world cure cancer. That's all I had to say for today. And I hope continue all the good work that you guys are doing. And I hope to connect with you on other platforms as well. Thank you.
Wonderful, wonderful, Dr. Nishta. Always a pleasure to listen to you. I wish I had a grown-up bachelor son. I would have brought you as my daughter-in-law in my family. But the thing is, my son is already married in Dubai. That Prema ma'am has taken already over there. So, and my daughter is also married. But I bless you, child, and I send you all my blessings. You are such a wonderful child, always energetic, always bubbling, always with the new idea. And all the time I keep wondering why Gujarat is all the way progressing. But when I find Divya landing in Surat, all the way from the flight and just reaching over there, no wonders that there is a cricket stadium also getting done up, and Modi ji's name, and one side you have got something, one side you have got something. I won't name it right now over here, but what I'm talking about is somebody landing up at this point of time in Surat. They want to change the Surat of the town, and they want to change the Sirat of everybody on the International Women Day. That's wonderful. So Divyaji, there is a tie between you and Dr. Rekha Chaudhary. Dr. Rekha Chaudhary is early morning, wide awake in the New York, and you are right over here, wide awake so late in the evening in India. Now, both of you should decide, whom do I give who the gesture first? International Wellness Ambassador or International Technology School Empowerment Ambassador? So both of you can decide. Both of you can decide. Oh my God, what a gesture. Dr. Rekha Chaudhary is telling, give the chance to Divya because she deserves, let her, she must be tired after getting down from the flight. Okay, Divya ji, let's have quickly few words from your side. And Amandeep Kaur, it must be in Indianapolis early in the morning. You please take your coffee before you go to sleep. I don't want you should go to sleep, okay? Remain awake. And Dr. Christie, if you got to have your dinner, and Nishta, if you have to have your dinner, I would say whenever you feel like, both of you can leave. There is no worries. And I would make sure that others are awake along with Nivedita's help, because she's going to sing after some time when Veena ji is going to give some mathematical problem, and Dr. Shawli is going to give some wonderful intonation, speech and all, and Apurva is going to change the environment, waste to resource management, and Nidhi is going to give some technical solutions from there. So let me just go to Divyaji. Okay. Hearty
Very good
welcome to
evening,
this woman.
sir.
Next birth, she's going to be my daughter. This birth, she's my younger sister. Next birth, she's going to be my daughter. Wonderful woman, a very dynamic woman who is very keen to change the entire ecosystem of school education in India. And I promise and I commit to you, I will keep empowering your efforts, whatever you are doing. Great. Go ahead, Divyaji. Let's listen to you. And thereafter, we will go to global wellness ambassador, how to remain young, how to look young, how to talk young, and how to walk young. Dr. Christie, if you want to remain young, you can listen to Dr. Rekha Chaudhary afterwards. Okay.
First
Yes,
of all,
Divya ji.
thank you, sir. Thank you. Good evening from India to all the fantastic, beautiful women I see here on the panel and everybody who's joined us on YouTube. Thank you, Dr. Rekha, for the opportunity to go before you. Thank you. Acknowledged. I'm just it's like a normal day to do your work and just land in a city to do another day's work. So, sir, actually, I'm going to Daman from here. So
It's a beautiful place. Dehu
yeah,
Daman, both the
yeah.
places are beautiful. Beautiful. Great, ma'am. Great.
So I think so much has been said. I heard Bhanu Didi. It's been my privilege to attend programs with her, and I heard speakers before me. I loved what they talked about, the perspectives they brought, and I think I just want to keep it very short so that all of us get an opportunity to put our thoughts together. I believe women should act as the biggest support of women. Many a times it does not come naturally. Maybe there is some genetic bio wiring somewhere that makes us think in some random ways. It just happens. I mean, I think it's some kind of a hard code. But if we consciously support, and I like what somebody said, I'm very privileged. I've worked with so many women. I've supported so many going through children, family, um, splitting from family, setting up independent careers, helping being sole earners. And I think what we do every day, um, a small bit of our gesture in terms of enabling them and supporting them when they need it the most makes a difference. Especially, I can come from an India perspective, and I can say that if anything goes wrong in the life of a woman, whether she's a daughter, she's a daughter-in-law, she's a mother, mother-in-law, the first thing a woman in India thinks about is leaving her job the moment the first crisis of anything hits. And more than often, everybody just says, okay, you stay home and take care of it, or you take charge of something, etc. And so many women have to take a break in their career. I've been very blessed to be in situations of enabling and influencing people to take long leaves when need to be, to go upon leaves when their kids have to go through board exams. When it's a very typical phenomena, women will start leaving. It's my child's 10th standard, it's my child's 12th standard. I have to be there. I cannot travel anymore. Okay. Or I'm having a child. Okay, now I have to manage. Oh, my mother-in-law is going through an operation. There will be another one also, or something. There is so much responsibility uh, which is now as a part of the role. Most of us cannot do anything about the imbalance that is there fundamentally. Okay, whether we like it or not, this is not a balanced life. There is an imbalance towards a woman. The responsibilities are much higher, and if you have to run a career and a professional aspiration, you have to do it after doing everything. You really don't get to cut short. Maybe some people are really lucky, get 20, 30, 40% support, but most of the people that I've seen have to cut extra edges and do that extra bit to really keep it going. I've seen it with my mother. She's been working. I've been a child of a MD pediatrics doctor who has worked and opened. So I know what it is to be with a working mother and to be working myself, and to see what you have to push to get your own professional aspirations either killed or lured, or most of the times compromised in a lot of ways. I believe we're all powerful women, and may our tribe grow and maybe empower more and more women. But I believe whichever position we are in, if we can support women during their roughs and troughs, we will make this world a far better place. Because I always believe your professional life gives you a happiness, gives you a sense of confidence and satisfaction, financial independence that enables you to bring yourself much better back into your personal life also, and it adds to you as a person. So to each one of us, like they say in a very cliche way, to all the strong women, maybe we may let us all be them, and let us bear them, and let us cherish and support them. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for having me here.
God bless you, and all the best for your onward trip
Thank
from
you.
Surat to Daman. God bless you. Stay fine. You're doing a
Thank you.
great job for the humanity. And particularly, I always say, your and my recommendation should be to the Honorable Prime Minister. Teachers, those are teaching up to the 10 years of age kids, right from the kindergarten, should be highest paid in the world,
Agreed, sir. Agreed, sir.
because
And I,
they are the
that's the
one,
one.
they are the one. Because whatsoever you prepare, whatsoever you make them, and all the time you bring so much of energy. So now, let me just go to the international wellness women with a secret. You got to tell me how to remain 20 years old always. Kindly, let's get some tips, ladies and gentlemen. Here come India's brand ambassador. She's in New York at this point of time, and she is India's global international wellness ambassador, Dr. Rekha Chaudhary. Please go ahead.
Thank you, Gulshan ji, for offering such a beautiful and kind words for me. And I'm really, really happy to be part of this, energetic platform. I would say why energetic, because it is fully with the all women, all the leaders from all over the world, and that's the reason it's making more powerful and more energetic. So this is the secret of the happiness of the each and every woman who loves being as a woman. I am really proud of myself being as a woman. And I heard so many things. I heard young blood talking about, like, if opportunity is not given. Nishta was talking about that, Bhanumati ji talking about this spirituality. And this is what, all about a woman. She is source of the energy, she's source of the happiness, she's source of the, spreading the positiveness around her wherever she reaches. So this is the woman. Today's woman is dynamic and self-confident. And of course, once she wants to achieve something, she will definitely do that. So this is the today's woman, what I would say. And that's the reason, especially celebration of the Women's Day. Sometimes I believe, sometimes I don't believe, because we have already going and crossing, and equivalently we are spreading the equality in the society. But other way around, when I was listening all this talk, other way around, when I see that the background where from I'm coming today, and today where I have reached, when I go and look past like 10-15 years back, so this scenario was something different. I started my career age of 40, but background coming from the villages, when globally I'm connected today. But I would definitely like to share this story. The story is not about the Rekha Chaudhary. The story is about the woman when she decide to do something in her life. And that's the reason today I'm being as symbol of the wellness ambassador for India, for doing the various kind of work in the wellness industry. So when I started, I decided to come out from that village background. It was a challenge for the woman to cross that boundary. And in India, it's a very difficult in the society, woman taking, decision for her own life to make the changes. Of course, everyone has the responsibility. So do I had. I had a responsibility about my family, my daughters, and all this, doing the all kind of social work there. So all this responsibility, carrying this responsibility, and wanted to do something in my life. And that was the biggest challenge, because I did not know the global language. I did not know where is Mumbai. So forget about the other part of the globe globally, but forget about anything. Not even knowing where is the metropolitan city and how it looks, and what kind of the society, or what kind of the lifestyle. I was far away from all these things. And then when I crossed that boundaries, and when I decided to move ahead, so of course that crossing that boundaries was the difficult path for me, but I could do it. So today, when I look back that side, so I'm surprised, because I am here today. So I become the inspiration for the many life, not only becoming the crossing the boundaries, but then we can achieve whenever we decide. We don't have to worry about the boundaries, languages, geographical areas, nothing. we can do whenever we want. And you'll not believe, today globally I'm spreading the all this awareness. I'm running my own business, doing the multi-million turnover in the business, and all these things I'm doing. But at the same time, decided, when I was crossing these boundaries, whatever problem I was facing, so I reached from the village to global. But then when I reached globally, again decided to go back to the villages to spreading that knowledge about the wellness. And fortunately I could do that. I opened the schools in the villages, especially for the tribals. I could educate them in the wellness industry, because I know, and I'm really proud of this industry, because this is the industry where woman dominated industry, I will say. The wellness industry is most of the, like I would say, the 60% of women in this industry working proudly and making their footprint on this world in this industry. So because I knew the gap between the one side industry need the skilled labor, and other side I have seen the life in the villages. They are just sitting educating but getting no work, so sitting in the farm and sitting at idly at home. And then, another one, Rekha Chaudhary, goes there, and then she opens the schools and she offer the educations. And then today more than 2,000 tribal children I am able to transform their life from the village to go globally. They are working in the 5-star hotels, they are working in the spas, they are working in the wellness centers. Energy behind that life changing is energy behind that, what I would say, not as a Rekha Chaudhary, as a woman who could decide and who could do this. No, it's not praising about myself, it's praising about that woman energy. She wanted to go globally, create her impact, go back in the village again, and creating again, bringing the other source and pulling that life in the this industry. This is the overall the short story which I would like to say. But then today I'm happy to share this. Another way I would say that is, the culture from the village, culture from the tribals, culture from that, all this secret from that, all these tribals, I could make it something unique, and do the research on that. And that research is published in the WHO today. So these are the things can happen. I was not educated. I was just a 12th pass, not even the 12th pass. Before that, I got married. But today I got a doctorate level front of me. On the French university, they can offer me, because I have done extremely work in the wellness industry, did a lot of research, taken a lot of patents. So this is the today's woman. This is the today's woman. She believes in herself. She has a confidence within herself, and that's what I always tell. I tell, this is the biggest award for you. Become the inspiration for others. When you want to become the inspiration for others, so you have to take the path where you can confidently walk. And that's what, I am doing today. And because of that, all this research are published, all the places are,
Mama, I can't hear you. I lost your voice, I guess.
so these are the am I audible to? Am I
Yes,
audible?
ma'am. We can. Yeah, we can hear you, ma'am.
So I don't want to take more time, but I would say any more information, if you want, you can definitely log on to www.rekhachaudhary.com. You'll get lot many information about and anything related with the wellness industry. And of course, any unique research you want to do it in the India, on the Indian culture. I have a lot believe in the Indian culture, because Indian culture has something to offer. Not only, sir, Gulshan sir, not only spirituality, but beyond that, we should focus more on the spirituality is one of the strong foundation for the India, from the India. On this foundation, we have various things to offer to the world. I'm connected to the 95 countries today, and I know what is India can offer. So no, I'm really glad to be part of this platform, and I don't want to take more time. And thanks for the all the honors whatever you have offered me, and award. And thanks all the lovely women, they are listening to me. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Very kind of you. It was so very well to have you. I'm going to say, ladies and gentlemen, she was too humble. That's why she didn't mention too much of it. If anybody out of us, if you are interested to get across to Bollywood, if you want to get across to any film actress, anybody over there, any celebrity, just speak to Dr. Rekha Chaudhary. She is so well connected. I met ma'am, we met about 10 years back when we had a program
Yes,
on
right,
wellness tourism in Ashoka Hotel,
right.
New Delhi. Thereafter,
Yeah,
we
that
met
was
in
the beginning
Chandigarh,
of the
and
wellness
thereafter,
tourism. Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
yes. And from there, the journey moved on. She did a lot for the country, and now she is doing globally international wellness ambassador. I'm saying we are proud of you. We will always cherish what all you have done for the humanity. Now, with
Thank
these words, ladies and gentlemen, let's move on further. And now I hand over the stage to Dr. Shali Mukherjee to kindly do rest of the program further for the women empowerment, because I just got the slip that Dr. Gulshan Sharma, you have hardly recovered from your vocal cords, and once again you are straining yourself. So I will keep listening, but I would request Dr. Shali Mukherjee. She has got a wonderful diction, pronunciation, flow of language, and so much I picked up in the last conversations, couple of programs. I would request you, Dr. Shali Mukherjee, ma'am, you can just take on further the program. I'll just take my medicine and I'll just join back. I'm here only. I'm just here only. But I just got a call from my doctor on my WhatsApp. He says you are damaging your vocal cords because you're talking once again today. Stop uh, without breaks. So I would request, give me about 10 minutes. I'll just be here only, but I would request Dr. Shali Mukherjee to kindly take on further proceedings. And let us see, I would say, who would like to be younger generation, young kids, you should give the chance at the end. Apurva should be the last. Second last should be Dr. Tulika Mehta. She's also comparatively very young. And then Amandeep also you can give little later. Although everybody is young, Nidhi is also quite young, and others also you got to see. Others should not feel, why are you telling us old? No, 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 no. Everybody is young. So Dr. Shali ma'am, I would request you kindly just take on for a few minutes. I have to take my medicine for a while and I will be joining back over here only again.
No worries, Dr. Sharma, you please take your time. So it had been a wonderful experience listening to the insights of all the women achievers and women leaders today. So quite an invigorating session, I must say. So with this, we would like to move on to Ms. Chanchala ma'am, and we would like to hear your words pertaining to women leadership.
Thank you, Shali ma'am. Thank you. Thank you, Gulshan ji, for giving me this platform and recognition. Thank you so much, ICSI, I would say. Yes, it's a different platform, and I'm really happy to be surrounded with women from different areas across the globe, women from different walks of life, and all are leaders. But I would say when a girl is born, she's a born leader. The gender itself, they're born leaders. And coming from a school fraternity, I would say education plays the key role in empowering women. And recently, when I was doing the session with Gulshan ji, I was telling him that schools somewhere they emphasize a lot on the IQ and not on the EQ and the SQ. So if we have something like a holistic approach of balancing all these, I think it's complete education. It makes a lot of difference. And then we were talking to, we had this session where we were talking about gender sensitization, where if both the genders, like we say, are equal, and if that is something that schools are able to bring about, make a change, it would be amazingly great to have an impact on the society. I'm really blessed to be surrounded by real leaders, women leaders. My mother, and then the stronger my sisters, and then my stronger kids and stronger friends. So it was like I was always surrounded by strong women who had a great impact on my life. And then I realized that women are born with this innate talent. It's only the belief that I can and I will, which will make a difference. If we think I can and I will, it will bring in a huge, huge difference. And obviously, a women is a leader, a very efficient leader, I would say, who is able to balance heart and the head. And women leaders are someone who are also transformational. These are innate talents that women always have, and that is one reason why they have the skill, they have the leadership, and it's all up to us how we go about. So I think I bow to all the leaders on this platform, and I bow to all the leaders in my life who have made a difference. But yes, I would request all the educationists who are here that let's bring out a difference in education, which will make it more holistic, which would say, because we always believed in this, that Vidya Dadati Purnatvam. Education is the one which can bring the completeness. But when I say completeness, it's just not the textual knowledge, but the compassion, the compatibility, respect for each other, and Sangachatvam. You've heard Banu Didi. I come from the same fraternity, and uh, we follow this philosophy in school in Sri Sri Academy, where we are able to bring in a real difference. I've seen kids grooming, I've seen kids stating that, yes, I have moved on and my aggression has come down. So if you're able to balance all the cues that we have, I think it will be an amazing society. And leadership is not just in one, leadership is everywhere. Just feel it, cherish it, and live it, is what I would say. Thank you, Shalini. And Shali Mukherjee, I know I've heard about you, but this is the first time I've met you. Yes, it was a great platform, coming to know, getting to know about different people, and an amazing work. And I would say thank you to all the leaders.
Thank you, Chantala ma'am. I would just like to make one notification that this is the third time that we are meeting each other.
Yes.
Okay. So that was, that was an excellent deliberation on your part. And I'm so happy that you mentioned about the two important quotients, the social quotient and the spiritual quotient. I would also like to add two other quotients, passion quotient and happiness quotient, which are absolutely important. So thank you, Chantala ma'am. It was very nice listening to your insights.
Thank you.
So with this, we would like to move on to our next panelist, Ms. Kavita ma'am.
So very much for having me today. But more of that, I would really like to wish all of the pretty women out there a very happy Women's Day. So, you know, when I am talking about Women's Day, first of all, I would really like to thank, my mom. You know, as I say, behind every successful woman is a tribe of other successful women who have her back. I would like to take a moment with a statement. I am a strong woman because a strong woman raised me and got accompanied, supported, and empowered by a lot of amazing women around me, including my daughter. When women can make a difference, but together we can rock the world. And I'm honored to be a part of Prayana, where I'm surrounded by supportive, enthusiastic, independent women. Those are the women entrepreneurs who made me from educator to entrepreneur. I believe and always say that when passion becomes your profession and when you believe in your skills and abilities, getting better never stops. The comeback is always stronger than the setback. So yes, when I'm talking about the comeback and the setback, I would really love to put a highlight on a little part of my past. I was a school teacher before in 2009. I started my school career in 2009. I was a school teacher. I was teaching for more than 9 years in a school. I traveled a lot. I was volunteer working as a communicative English teacher, spoken English teacher and all. But I was thinking like, this 9 to 4 job, we always think we need a break. And I literally got a break. I took a break for kind of 2 years. And that break made me Amazon's bestseller author, 3 global positions, global goodwill ambassador, global peace ambassador, global education influencer, now one among the 100 most top global educationalists in the world in 2021. So now I call my institution as my baby after my daughter. Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you.
Okay, so yeah, so all this started with a small break, and I always think we always wanted to take a break. I always want to take a break from everything, whatever I was doing as part of being a mother, being a wife, from all of, because we are women, we always need some break to do something of our own. And when I got this break, I triggered out something in me that is my skills, my abilities to do something, my creative work in what I can do, where I find interest. And that is definitely into the language, in creating the modules in language, in what I do. So yes, here I am, where I got a moment with Dr. Gulshan Sharma ji, with Miss Chanchila ma'am, for ninth educators with Dr. Shauli Mukherjee as well, where I saw these very powerful, impacted people over there talking about the education. Wow. And I would like to add education with skill. It always adds up, it's always blessing. It's always a blessing. So yeah, so here it is, and that's all. I am sweating. Actually, I'm having a session actually. So that's it. And thank you so very much. Wishing you all a very blessed evening, a blessed day, a blessed year. So God bless you all. Thank you.
Thank you so much,
Thank you.
Kavita ma'am, for yet another powerful deliberation from your end. And indeed, it's very true that there is a Wonder Woman in all of us who has a power to create, nurture, and transform. I think Dr. Gulshan Sharma is back. So, yeah. Okay.
Thank you, Dr. Shauli. And thank you, Kavita ma'am. Kavita Menon ma'am, I will leave you only on one promise, that now it is March of 8th. Before 31st March, you have to teach me one Malayalam song. Okay, I have to learn one Malayalam song before 31st. Like Dr. Shauli ma'am is going to teach me one Bangalore, one Bengali song. I want to learn more of musical part. That is something very, very important. Okay, now I have got 3 of them. Of course, Dr. Shilpi Mohan is joining us from Central Asia. Prema ma'am is joining us from Dubai. And Chitrakala ma'am is now my own. She's in Chennai over here with me. So that my little sister is here. So now there is a tie between Prema ma'am and Dr. Shilpi ma'am. Who is more generous to each other? Who gives a chance to each other? Let us see. Both of them can decide who would like to speak first.
Shilpi ma'am, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
No, ma'am, please take over.
Uh,
No problem at all. Please, please carry
Thank
on.
you. Thank you so much. I mean,
Pleasure.
first of all, namaste, and thank you so much, Gulshan ji, for giving me such a lovely platform. I think ever since we connected with each other, the vibes have been so very severe, and I think you have made it a point to include me in in almost all of the sessions that you think my presence will be worth. And what more do I need from my brother than inviting me for this International Women's Day? And happy Women's Day to all the beautiful women out there. I think every single person who spoke before me and who's going to speak after me has a world to contribute. And so do I. I mean, I think we all say that, yes, women empowerment is trying to support each other and make the best of every connection so that all of us grow. But behind me, I think whether it is a woman, girl, whatever you want to name it, is my husband. I would say that, so what I'm trying to say is for any woman to empower herself, there needs grit, determination, that vigor, the confidence, and of course the mind to withstand all the odds. And who else other than your own husband can support you in taking it forward? Because if you take my life, I came out of the country when I was 29, and I went back home when I was 51. So about 20 odd years staying alone, priorities changed. I came in for 2 years to Oman, of course, as a school teacher, but then went back as the quality auditor of the government colleges in Oman, and of course became the ISO auditor too. So how did this journey happen if not for this man who sacrificed his life for me? So while we are all paying tribute to all the women here, let's also not fail to thank the people who are behind us. Yes, first of all, as one of the speakers said, it's our mom. Yes, and being the daughter of a wing commander, I can see that blood in me, and that's to my dad who's not with me anymore. And on this beautiful day, I think the whole purpose of this entire event, Gulshan ji, I think is to, the intention that I am seeing is to bring together and celebrate the constellation of women leaders from across the world, because your aim was to give a big push to women to be granted equal and full voice, to participate and be a leader everywhere and anywhere in any aspect, and make the essential role of women of courage, of vision, of ingenuity, of achievement, to realize the most noblest and vital projects, and to also bring forward to the world that, yes, we have these women. And I am so very honored to be a part of this beautiful evening. It's not about time. We can go hours listening to all the experiences. And thank you so much, Gulshan ji. I'm honored to be a part of this beautiful platform. I do not want to go on and on because I know that, all of us are stressed for time and we're looking at each other, wanting to say a few words, and at the same time, tell the world that, yes, we women, we can make it. Because International Women's Day today, I think we have to be grateful to the women and men who are paving the way for gender equality, for solidarity with women's struggles across the world, and also to inspire and energize the battles which are yet to fight. I mean, we're all looking at only the past. We should not fail to look at the future too. Women have always been agents of change, and it's not a new concept at all. Throughout history, women have led movements at every level and has become an integral part, whether it is political change, whether it is economical change, whether it is social change, any change for that matter. And women as change agents, they're very compelling. One with grit, with tenacity of ordinary women who have transformed themselves, their families, and their communities while battling against the odds. You can imagine, I came out, I told you, when I was 29. It wasn't easy. It wasn't an easy ride to be all alone. In fact, I was very jealous when I saw couples, because I had two big, motto in my mind that I will be here and I'll go back to my husband alone. When I say that, we had so many distractions, we have so many challenges. It is not easy to live alone, and that too in another country. But with the grit, with the determination, having the eyes focused on making that goal. Yes, I am coming here to be a kindergarten teacher, but I'm going to get out after conquering. And yes, I did that. So that is that's how. And today, what are you seeing? Look at Modi ji. I think the power at which he has started empowering women, not only in his office, across the country. You can see such beautiful positions, coveted positions taken by women. And I think a big salute to Modi ji for this empowerment. And I'm sure we'll go a long way in the history of the world if we're going to find this. Because I personally feel all of us want to be that agent of change, a part of us, which is that deep within us that wants to make a difference in the world, to uplift our own lives in a way that will inspire others to recognize this greatness and do wonderful things. And where else and what else platform should I have got other than being, in the education industry? Having empowered men, even today, till it's about 37 years journey. And I can tell you always my ratio between men and women was maybe if I had 150 teachers, I have only 5 or 7 men. So women empowerment was part and parcel of my life, with the need to, as one of my, co-panelists was speaking, the drive to make that life a difference. As Divya ji was saying, don't say, I want to resign. No, give them off. There's nothing wrong. They can. And thanks to the virtual learning that has happened, thanks to COVID-19 that has happened, I think women have come out far more stronger after this pandemic. So having said all of that, on this beautiful day, all I wish to say is that, have a goal and work on priorities. And when we do this, because I would love if you can hear me very clearly, do not edit your desires. You are here in this space. You are entering the world to want what you want, regardless how big the dream is. So just forget about anything, dream, and you will reach the sky. Thank you so much, Gulshan ji. I'm indeed honored. And it's a wonderful opportunity to know such great panelists across the globe, and hope we stay connected for the rest of our life. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you very much. Very kind of you. It's a pleasure to have you with us today on the International Women Day, because you had come earlier twice during the pandemic, thick of the pandemic. You brought some very meaningful people on this platform and you made the education go on. So I had taken up with our chamber governing body, and we would give you an open offer if you would like to be school education ambassador of ICSI in UAE. And once in a week, we can bring half an hour program, because there are 127 Indian schools in 29 countries under CBSE.
Yes.
So particularly the UAE area, if you would like to be where you are based, because I'm always grateful to you. You put Arpit Duggar to me, and a great soul, a great person. I came to know Next Education only because of you. And I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. Veena ji is nowadays taking a journey ahead with us on to northeast part of India and ASEAN and everything.
She's my most lovable and ardent sister and colleague. I mean, we spent some lovely years together, and it's such a beautiful feeling to see Veena there,
Yes.
Dr. Veena there.
Out of you two, I don't know who is my immediate younger sister and who is my youngest sister. I don't know.
I'm your
So both of you can decide. Both of you can decide. So I'm so grateful, Premaji. Now, Dr. Shilpi, I've got to check up with you, your convenience, because Nivedita has got next session at 10 p.m. with Canada, and Apurva has got next session with Latin America at 10. So both of them, either we say thanks to them and thank you very much and get them on the next platform, because I would like to give respect to everybody, to their time, their other commitments also. But if you are generous enough, we can give them 2 minutes each and they can just finish and they can go. All up to you, ma'am. All up to you.
No, definitely. Please go ahead.
Because you are my brother officer's wife and you are from the armed forces, I have to be very careful. You are abroad, you are in Central Asia. So Nivedita ji, just go ahead, and my time starts now. Kaun banega crorepati with Nivedita Dasgupta.
Thank you so much, Major Dr. Sharma. I am so sorry to butt in like that. It's just that I have a commitment.
Dr. Shilpi.
Yeah,
say thanks to
much.
Dr. Shilpi.
Yeah, thank you. It would have been terrible to go away without even telling hi to all of you. I'm not going to take really more than 2 minutes, and I mean that. So on Women's Day, my little take on leadership. I have been in leadership development for 20 years. And as I grew with my target audience, I would gradually see that, when I was talking to young managers, the class was like a 50-50 men and women. And as I moved to training senior leaders, I was sometimes the only woman in the room. And that set me thinking that why is it so? And rather than thinking, as I started exploring, researching, and working on it, this year within the pandemic, I got an opportunity to be the president of the coaching council in the Women's Indian Chamber of Commerce and Industry. And we strive to take women leaders. Our singular purpose of our council is to make more women leaders. And when I say that to make more women leaders, I somehow believe that yes, there are men and there are women, and genders are different. But I somehow feel our gender neither qualifies or disqualifies us for any role. It is just the perception that people have of us. And as women, as we empower ourselves, that's one part of the story. The yin, the yin and the yang. While we empower ourselves, I think it's very important for us to even sensitize the yang in the system. Let men also bring in their feminine parts. And it's only when men are allowed or encouraged to bring in their feminine perspective, women can also bring in the strength and power in them. And only when the yin and the yang matches, I think we have a more equitable, when we talk of equality and diversity and inclusion in the society, it is a two-way street. While women need to be empowered, men need to be encouraged to show their softer side. So just adding my little take on the amazing perspectives and insights shared by my beautiful sisters over here. And I kind of go out because I just intruded in somebody's talk and I feel terrible about it. Some other day, I'm probably going to talk and walk you through my philosophy someday and learn even more. And I'm going to go back to the recording tomorrow morning, I'm sure, and I leave my comments there. Thank you so much for the honor, for the pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you, Nivedita ji. Greetings to you all the way from Cambodia, because Sandeep Majumdar ji also sends his regards to you. And coming from Laos also. Myanmar, I don't want to touch because military rule is there. So let's not touch that place. Let's go to Apurva. Now you can go ahead. You get 1.5 minutes. Yes, please go ahead.
No worries. I won't take more than a minute.
Because you are always waste to resource management. Come on,
no
please
worries. No worries. It's not about that. All you lovely ladies, I have learned a lot. I have just started in my career. He's saying not to tell our age, but I'm 24. So it was a lovely experience, listening to you all. I have taken some notes. And I would love to connect with you. I am Apurva Mahajan, and I have been. It's a privilege to be a part of Gulshan Sharma sir's podcast. I also host one which he was mentioning, Waste to Resource Management, and I'm also epileptic.
Tell the time also, na, so that they all can join your program.
Yeah, that's on Sunday. That comes on Sunday, 12:30.
Yes.
Apart from
Sunday,
that,
12:30. Yes.
I would like to share one small bit. Purple is the color for Women's Day, and purple is also a color for epilepsy. I am an epileptic woman, and I'm starting an initiative in that direction, which is called India Goes Purple. I would like you all to be a part of it. I will share the link in the comment section. Thank you so much.
Apurva, today you have mentioned, from today onward, you will never ever mention about it. Because it is all in the mind.
No, sir. No, sir. That's the problem.
You have no problem. You have no difficulty. You have nothing. You are not going to talk about it. And I'm going to put you across to Dr. Parmeshwar Arora ji, who is in Dwarka, Gurugram. And you are one of the most beautiful, most wonderful, most healthy, with the good wellness on this planet. Take my blessings, I'm telling you today. Don't, because above you, if there is a doctor, doesn't think that you praise her in the pink and you say, today is pink is the color, Dr. Shilpi Mohan is putting on pink color, it doesn't mean that you praise her. Okay, so she's above you.
That's not the problem, sir. The problem is there's a social stigma that I want to
Apurva, God is blessing you. God always blesses you. You are a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful child on this planet. And from today onward, never ever talk about it. listen to me. You never know if somebody is going in a very big car. You don't know what problems he has got. He had a constipation for last 3 days. He hasn't gone to toilet. He is not able to eat. He is not able to drink. He is putting his hand in the big ambassador car, but he is having lot of other challenges. He is having lot of other problems. So we are the blessed souls on this planet. We are the best souls on this planet. I'm telling you, absolutely, there is nothing from today onward. My child, my grown up child, my lovely child, my beloved child, Apurva is not going to talk about it. Nidhi, are you going to make it sure that she doesn't talk about it from today? Kindly ensure that. Nidhi, unmute your mic.
I can't stop her from talking about a medical issue that she has.
See, it is called women. It is
It's
called.
not
It is
about
called women. It is
I
called.
understand, sir. I
It is-
assume I understand why she wants to talk about
Okay,
destigmatization,
Child,
but I
child.
understand what you're trying to say as well.
What
But
I'm
we
telling
all mean the
Nidhi,
best for her.
Nidhi, we can run a special program on that without disclosing it. What is there? Why to talk about it? No problem, no difficulties. Okay, you never know. My challenges may be greater than her, but the show has to go on. The show has to go on. I went, I took my medicine, I sat for 2 minutes. Dr. Shali Mukherjee, I requested, she took on the floor and she was kind enough. So the show has to go on. From today, Apurva is not going to talk about this difficulty, and we will discuss it separately. As a father, as a grandfather, I'll talk to you. Okay. Dr. Shilpi Mohan, now we take you, because Veena ji, you have to listen to everybody because you have to get the technological input of everyone. Dr. Shali, I have to request, because she is very kind. If my voice goes inside, then she has to become my voice and she will take on the show. Two minutes, everybody, and we just finish it off. We wrap it up. Yeah, please go ahead. Dr. Shilpi Mohan from Kyrgyzstan. Yes.
Good evening, everyone. First of all, I would like to thank Dr. Gulshan Sharma for giving me the opportunity to be a part of this August gathering. And I would like to share my views in the form of a PowerPoint presentation. And I request you to share your comments at the end of it. Thank you so much. So as we stand here and we celebrate International Women's Day, and the topic of this Women's Day is women in leadership. So I thought, why not do a SWOT analysis of being a woman? So why do we require a SWOT analysis? To know who we are, what we are, where we are, what we stand for, and from this point onwards, where we can move ahead. This is to analyze our strengths, to understand and work on our weaknesses, and safeguard ourselves from the threat, and work on all above to make best use of the opportunities being a woman. So what are the strengths? Incidentally, this drawing is made by my lovely daughter Sanskriti. So she has very well depicted what a multitasking mother can do. So the strengths of a woman.
Blessings to Sanskriti. Her name is also so good. Sanskriti. Wow, that's great.
Thank you so much. So as women, we all know that we are great multitaskers. We can handle maids at home, bosses at office, and children, husbands, everyone. We have a lot of resilience, patience, perseverance, and a very high pain threshold. We can do a lot of things with a smile on our face. We can face pregnancy. We have great organizing capabilities and economy of frugality, whatever you call. We have learned from our mothers how to save money. And this we saw during demonetization. A lot of money came out from homemakers. And who else knows better than our husband that we have great negotiation capabilities, and empathy is a strong point. I'll not call it weaknesses. These are the challenges we face. We face discrimination right from birth to death. And we always are expected to look good. We are a weaker sex, and right from puberty to pregnancy to menopause, we face multiple challenges. We have expectations from family as a daughter. Then as we move to a husband's family, we are expected to follow those norms. And society also expects us to behave in a certain way, dress up in a certain way, and talk in a certain way, which is more on us as compared to boys. And inherently, we feel that there is a sense of inferiority complex or a low self-esteem that we'll not be able to do it. Not that I can generalize this, but yes, it is there. Physical threat, we all know. I don't need to mention it over here. And we have to keep changing roles from daughter to wife to mother to daughter-in-law. And we have a lot of expectations at workplace to prove ourselves. There are social stigmas and dogmas like dowry and other things which are now decreasing, but they are still there. And we have to face threat at workplace and harassment too. And more importantly, I want to say that most often we women don't support the other women. Like all of us have talked about it in the previous sessions also. There is a lack of support to women from women, and there is a typecasting of role. Now coming to the opportunities, I can very well say that we have less stress as a sole breadwinner. We are not the male in the house. We don't have to be the sole breadwinner. And because that is not the case, there are less expectations and we can perform better. Government is extending a lot of support these days. We are getting better recognition these days, thanks to Dr. Gulshan Sharma ji. He has brought all of us on this platform. And online work and part-time work is also playing a significant role for women. And most important, we are the creators of the next generation. We are the primary teachers for the children at home when they step forward to become a good citizen in the society. I like this. She believed she could, so she did. And right from the history, we see Rishi Gargi was the oldest iconic scholar. Then there were famous queens like Rani Jhansi, Noor Jahan. Then these freedom fighters need no mention. They played a significant role in independence, in the fight for independence, and post-independence also the saga continued. I need to mention these sport women who played a significant role right from they had to withstand all weaknesses and came to this level and brought so much proud to our country. And last but not the least, Manya Singh, who has now become Miss India World 2021, which is a fairy tale story of rags to riches. And the amount of perseverance she did to reach where she is an example for all of us. At this point of time, when we are discussing and doing the SWOT analysis, I thought I'm not one of those people whom I have described, but I just want to put a humble submission of what I have seen as an army officer's wife. If I do my own SWOT analysis in 2000, I was in a medical profession, and out of my own choice, I got married to an army officer. So I shifted from a stable medical profession to a nomadic life. And I got criticism from my family and friends because all of them were saying that you are doing so well in your career, and why did you take this, and you have no idea where you're heading to.
I hope my brother officer is not listening at the back.
No, he will get his due. So even if he's listening, I don't mind it. Because I'm right now talking of weaknesses and challenges, and then I'll come to the strength also. And then I entered into a male domain of cardiology where very few women are there. And there were a series of long, prolonged separations which we had to face because of the army life. Now, coming to the strength, God was always there with me, and I got support from my husband. As Mrs. Premaji said, without the support of your better half, you cannot reach anywhere. And I trusted myself, and I got support from my friends. And whatever these weaknesses or challenges were turned to opportunities there. Whenever he was in a field posting or whenever we were separated, I did DNB cardiology from prestigious Army Hospital RNR, which was not possible if he was not there. Then I worked at all the stations, big or small, and made a good patient base. And army life groomed me. It has made me what I am right now. And if 2 decades down the line, again, I do a SWOT analysis. Thank you so much. If I do a SWOT analysis again from where I started, now we are posted at Central Asian Republic. And partially it's a nomadic life because I've shifted over here for some time. But then I have made my own setup at Hyderabad. Whenever you can come over, please do come and visit Ashwata Cardiac Center. It is my very own center, my dream come true. And the threat which we all face right now is the COVID pandemic. And the strength which I have right now is that because I've moved to so many stations, I have got a larger patient base, more time to explore and expand, better acquaintances, better perspective and support of people. And during this COVID pandemic, telemedicine is playing such a wonderful role that I'm connected with all the patients all across country, all across the world with telemedicine. Now I am a certified yoga trainer and I'm a speaker and a columnist. And I'm pursuing my hobbies more than just cardiology. I'm not restricting myself to cardiology. And I am exploring all across to do whatever best I can do at this point of time. So at this point of time, the take home message is, please trust yourself, outreach, because you can reach anywhere. Be financially independent. Doesn't need to know that you are married to a rich person or not. But financial independence, knowing your finances, learning it well is very important for females. Explore and expand. And online world is one of the biggest gift COVID has provided to mankind and especially to women. And do your own SWOT analysis and spread your wings. No one can stop you but yourself. And take good care of your health and your personality because your body is your residential address. So keep it well defined. With this, I want to end by saying, Ya Devi Sarvabhutesu Matri Rupen Samastita, Namastasye, 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 Namo Nama, Om Ambai Nama. Thank you so much for your kind attention.
Wow, great, great. Thank you. Thank you very much. Lots of blessings to your child, first of all, who has done the program, that drawing what she has drawn. Ma'am, if you close your PPT, then we will be able to. Yes, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Such a kind words and so much you have shared. And it was really, really nice to get you. Now, something on a very lighter side I would like to put. Whenever doctor invites, go for a cup of tea only. Don't fall sick and then go. Okay, because she's a doctor. If she is inviting you for a cup of tea to clinic, it's fine. Then we should go to Hyderabad. Otherwise, I would say as a patient, it's always good. Don't fall sick. Let's remain fine. Thank you, ma'am. It's so very kind. And my blessings to your hubby also. He is like a younger brother. And ladies and
Thank you so
gentlemen,
much.
although, yeah, thank you, ma'am. Although I have got some voice challenges, but the show has to go on. And Dr. Shali Mukherjee has got some other commitment to go. So I would request her to kindly speak now. And Dr. Chitra Kala, ma'am, would you be kind enough to stay with me in case if I have a difficulty?
Sure,
Okay.
sir.
Yeah, God bless you. God bless you. Dr. Shali, ma'am, you can go ahead, please.
Thank you, Dr. Gulshan Sharma, and the platform of International Chamber for Service Industry for organizing such a wonderful initiative on the occasion of International Women's Day today. So in order to set the context for today's momentous celebration, I would just like to say that it is not important what society expects out of women. It is very important what we expect out of us. We have to realize that the real fight, the actual fight, is never outside. It is always within us. And the day women realize this, that is the day when the women will truly succeed in all spheres of their lives. There is definitely a wonder woman in all of us who has the power to create, to nurture, and to transform. And every time a woman decides to stand up for herself, she actually stands up for all the women. So the hand that rocks the cradle, the procreator, the mother, the woman, she is the one who actually shapes the destiny of our civilization. Coming to women leadership, well, there are certain things which a woman brings along with her: empathy, kindness, intuition, multitasking. And all these things come out of a position of incredible strength. On a personal note, currently I'm working as the Director of School of Education and Dean Student Affairs at Adams University, Kolkata, West Bengal. But prior to this particular assignment, I had been the founder principal of STEM World School, which was the first STEM school in West Bengal. And it was also eventually awarded for being the second best international day school in the entire West Bengal region. Now, setting up the first STEM school in West Bengal was definitely not an easy task. There had been numerous hurdles, challenges, roadblocks, and obstacles. And it's something which is quite natural because when you're trying to do something very innovative and progressive, especially in the field of education, where you have to deal with the mindsets of so many people who come with a kind of a mindset which is very, very resistant towards change. So it has definitely not been an easy task. But at the end of the day, I would like to say that if you work with a greater purpose in your mind, and if your vision and your intention is very, very clear and sound, your greater purpose sort of acts as a strong magnet which pulls people towards your vision. And then a wonderful journey of success commences. So with this, I would like to, uh, wish all the lovely ladies who are here with us today a very, very happy International Women's Day, a very, very empowering and a very, very lovely International Women's Day. Thank you so much. My gratitude and my regards to Dr. Sharma for organizing such a wonderful initiative.
Thank you. Thank you very much, ma'am. Thanks for being with us over here. And thanks for taking care of the program in my absence when I had gone for a little while, because I had to take my medicine. I was not feeling too well. And my throat is giving me lots of trouble. So all the best. Thank you for coming. It was a pleasure, and bringing those 25 kiddies also, and grown-up kiddies. And we look forward to some future ventures which has to come up. Thank you very much.
Thank you
We have
so
been
much.
joined by
Looking
Vivek.
forward.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. We have been joined by Vivek Shankar Natarajanji from Texas, from United States. And I extend him a very warm welcome. He's also with us. So Chitrakala ma'am, you can go ahead now. You can say a few words. And Vivek Shankar Natarajanji, are you there? Are you there? Swarnima Luthra ma'am, are you also there? Okay. Right,
Yes, sir,
Chitrakala
I'm
ma'am,
here.
please go ahead. Yeah, Swarnima ma'am, after Chitrakala ma'am, I will get you, because I need your support from 25th of March 2020 till I go to the graveyard. I need your support because you have been there to support your brother throughout. Okay, Chitrakala ma'am, please go ahead.
Good evening, sir. Good evening for this opportunity that you've given to me. Thank you so much. And good evening, wonderful ladies over here. Well, I've been listening to all the ladies until now. Each one has something, everybody has abundance of information. I'll tell you, sir, I think you should start it in the morning and end it in the evening. That is when you'll get the exact essence of everybody into this forum. Well, to tell you frankly, I have not prepared anything because I just wanted to listen to people, because always talking is also not so good. I wanted to listen, but I've got a lot of information. The little thing that I would like to tell, before I go there, I have to especially thank Dr. Swarnima Luthra, because she is the one who brought me into this system. She asked me one day, in a personal discussion.
I have also to thank her. She has adopted me as an elder brother.
Yeah, and the principles, the book, whatever is being prepared, I saw Madam's name and I was so surprised. And thank you for the book; it was wonderful. And coming to what I wanted to share is, if you look back, when you look back in history, during the Vedic time, there was no gender discrimination. The woman was treated equal to a man, especially when it came to controlling the family or organizing finance. Everything was taken care by the woman. But later, for more than now, I can say, from the medieval age till now, we have a kind of a mental block. Even the women have it, I can say, women are a weaker sex. The day when we actually think, or even look at people beyond their genders, that is the day we actually will come out of this. So I feel, as women, first we have to feel, you have to see people beyond genders. That's what I speak to my teachers also. When I have a meeting, I'll say, we have men teachers and female teachers, but I will not call you as men teachers and female teachers. All of your teachers, that's it for me. Okay, what you are doing, you're also doing. Okay, we are all working together. So why the discrimination? A woman should get this, a man should not get this. Again, I'll tell you now, the world is changing. What I'm seeing in the schools is the boys in the school are lacking the confidence what the girls are having. This is my observation. This is my observation. I see it day in and day out. You know, I have to call the boys and speak to them. I have to give them more support. I'll tell them, don't worry, child, I'm there for you. If you have something, you can come and speak to me. Where are the girls? Ma'am, I will do this, ma'am. No worries. I will finish it, whatever you're giving. I can see there's a difference. I think, talking this too much, the boys being pampered or taken care of by the mothers so much.
I know, sister, I'm in minority today. That's why you are talking like that.
No, but I'm coming to that point, okay? So,
Nidhi,
this is my experience.
You got to support your uncle today.
Okay. So, no, this is what is happening in school. We are seeing the difference, the confidence level of boys going down. So, I will not say women alone have to be empowered or girl child alone have to be empowered. Everybody has to be told. We have to make them think you are beyond that. You are not a boy, you both are students. You both are coming here to study. So you have to work together. That's what, as a principal, I feel and I speak to my children. But here I have to tell something. As we always say, no, the success of a man, if a man is successful, a woman is behind every, man. But here, of all these women over here, this man over here, Dr. Gulshan Sharma, has been pushing us all. And believe it, I think this is the fourth time I'm with him, getting this opportunity to talk late in the evening. So for your information, I go to bed by 9:30 every day. Today, I decided I'll sleep a little early. By 6 o'clock, I just lied down, took a small nap so that I'm awake in the evening. So anyhow, thank you so much for pulling us in, but definitely the ladies who spoke here spoke so beautifully. I forgot it is beyond 10 o'clock and I got an opportunity to address you after 10, Thank God I have the energy. Thank you so much. Nice meeting you all. I will not take much of my anybody's time. Thank you for this opportunity, sir. And thank you, wonderful ladies. All of you did a wonderful job. I would love to listen to more of you in the later stages. Thank you.
Okay. Well, thank you very much. Thank you very much. You are such a lovely person. I regard you so much, so much. Please bring more people in fold. Like I keep requesting Prema ma'am. She gave me some wonderful people. I'm proud of you. The other day, you brought 12 people together on a common platform. It was amazing. Let's have more such program.
Sure.
Let's have more such program.
Sure, sure.
Now, Veena ma'am, it is Chitrakala ma'am has already endorsed and I have to endorse because there is a lady hiding behind the camera. She's a wonderful, lovely sister. And this, oh, it is Shilpi ma'am. I was thinking it is Swarnima Luthra ma'am and Tulika ma'am. Swarnima ma'am, yes, there she is. This entire series, it started with this woman. It started with her. 25th of March, the pandemic, when the corona started, she's the first lady. I requested her. I said, as my little sister, please help me, get me some. She gave me more than 100 principles, and every time she kept on giving me the people. And I'm so grateful. I think she gave me somebody in Middle East, and from there I reached Premaji, and Premaji gave me Arpit Duggar, and Arpit Duggar gave me a couple of other start. Like the chain started. Tulika, you are a co-host with me because you come every day at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, so you will be with me. And Veena ma'am comes every Sunday to disturb people at 3 o'clock to have the Northeast and ASEAN. So she is with me. So both of you, you got to be my moral support. And let's have Swarnima ma'am now. Swarnima ma'am, इस जन्म में तो आपका कर्ज वापस नहीं कर सकते, तो अगले जन्म में फिर आना पड़ेगा, मोक्ष तो मिलना नहीं है, तो भाई बन के मैं फिर आऊंगा नेक्स्ट बर्थ में, और बड़ा भाई बन के आऊंगा, छोटा आऊंगा तो आप मेरे कान खींचोगे, तो दैट आई डोंट वांट, लेट मी बी एल्डर ब्रदर ओनली. तो
थैंक यू सो मच. Thank you so much, sir. I feel with you. Earlier also, I told the kind of energy you really pass on to us. That is really remarkable. And it's a day today, I could understand that you are celebrating this day for all of us. It's a matter for pride for all of us. And you being into the, not being an educationalist, but an educationalist in the right sense. The way you have taken initiative, I would say that we all are really humbled the way you have taken that night. Also, it's your sleeping time. I know that you go at bed by 9:30, but today you are really bubbling with those energies as if you have slept the whole night very comfortably. It's looking like that. But actually, I know that you have not. With so that the kind of energy you are spreading all over the world, that's really remarkable. And we all belong to land where women, they were really worshipped. It is said that yat naryasti pujante tat ramante devta, and we are very fortunate to be from that land. And now we being women, and we need to create that culture back into the society. That can only come when each one of us, I'm telling you, it's women only who is going to hospital for the abortion of a female feticide. Then who has to take initiative? It's I and you and all the women here. We have to take a charge of our own self. Now we need to take the thing that how could we incorporate small thing within the school system, that a girl child and the male child, they're all being into the system of gender equality. Otherwise, I'm telling you, the system, the society will be deteriorated, and we all have to take the initiative. If we not, then who will? Nobody from second planet will come and do such work. And I'm thankful to you for giving us the opportunity to interact. And in the end, I would say, कोमल है कमजोर नहीं तू शक्ति का नाम ही नारी है, सबको जीवन देने वाली मौत भी तुझसे हारी है, बहुत हो चुका अम्मत सहना, तूने इतिहास बदलना है, मर्दों वाले सारे ही कामों की अधिकारी है, कोमल है कमजोर नहीं तू शक्ति का नाम ही नारी है, शक्ति का नाम ही नारी है. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Gulshan Sharma ji, for all the initiatives you are taking.
God bless you.
Looking forward to meet you soon personally. Thank you so much to all the panelists. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity.
So
Thank
very
you.
kind, so very kind.
Thank
God
you.
should bless you. God should always bless you. You connected so many people during this pandemic time and all that. Thank you very much. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. Let's give a chance to now Bangalore, and we should go to Nidhi. Let's listen to this younger generation, what she has got to tell, what she has got to share. Nidhi from Bangalore. Vivek Shankar Natarajan ji, you should feel very happy sitting in Lamar University in Texas, because I'm going to your city now. I'm going to your place now. I'm entering Bangalore. So we invite Madam Nidhi, my child Nidhi. She's a wonderful, wonderful girl, and she has got a lot to share with all of us. Come on, let's have you, Nidhi.
Even for your information, I'm also from Bangalore.
Oh,
my place is Bangalore.
Nice to meet you.
Same here.
Okay. Yeah, Nidhi.
Thank you. I'd like to start off, I'll keep it short. Thank you to ICSI and Dr. Sharma for inviting me to be part of such an illustrious panel. You know, I have to thank all of the panelists who've spoken before me, because they've given me so much perspective about all of the challenges that they faced in life, who I potentially haven't faced any challenges because of a lot of the work women like them have done. We have to thank all the women who came before us, who helped level the playing field a little bit for us. And we have to thank all the allies that we have, whether they be men or women in our lives, and who have helped people in the past. I personally have had I've had two career paths almost, even in my very short career. I first worked in financial services, and now I work in technology. I remember when I did my BCom, I was not entirely aware of what this gender imbalance was supposed to be. When I did that, and when I joined my first firm after my BCom, because I didn't see what people thought was so special about all of these boys. Because I remember there were equal numbers, and even in our senior management, the people that I met, my bosses tended to be women as often as they were men. But then I moved to technology after doing my MBA. In my MBA was the first time when I saw people who would come from a different background that was mainly technology. And I saw the difference in sex ratio. I saw the lack of opportunity that certain women potentially had, which explained the gender ratio. I saw potentially a level of self-selection, not just opportunity absence, but there was also self-selection because a lot of women would not want to go for a 2-year program away from home because they had responsibilities which men were absented from. I was lucky enough that I did not have any such limits put on me. But these are societal structures that exist. Some of us, like me, have been very lucky that we don't have such oppression on us. But I'd like to talk about what we are, what opportunities we, everyone on this panel has had. There is a term which is actually quite maligned these days called an influencer. But essentially, we are all influencers in our lives. Some of us have larger circles of influences, and some of us have smaller circles. But the way we go through our lives, our paths, the way we hold ourselves, the rights that we demand actually have an effect on other people, even when we don't notice. Because everything that we win in life and that we take and we grab and the opportunities that we succeed at and that we demand, they change lives of people around us, not just people who will come after, but also our peers. They sometimes even inspire people who are far ahead in life than us. And I think we shouldn't forget that when we struggle and when we succeed, we're not just succeeding for ourselves, but everyone around us. And that's how I'd like to end it. Thank you.
Great. Nice.
Thank you very much, Nidhi. Thank you very much. Very kind of you. It's a wonderful. Your gold certificate and your award is intact. We will send across to you. You have done a great job, and I'm proud of you. I'm waiting for lots of help and input from your side coming from Bangalore in near future. Dr. Chitra will get in touch with you. I would be so grateful to you. God bless you. We are always proud of you. Proud of you. Now there is a tie between Vinny Raizada ji and Dr. Tulika Mehta. Both of them, they can decide who should go first and who should be the final winner at the top of the shack. And that is the way we have to work it out. Now, younger generation has to give to the elder, but who
No,
says
it's,
that
it's
I'm
okay.
elder?
Dr. Tulika can
Nobody
go
should
ahead.
be.
It's okay. Fine.
No, ma'am.
Tulika ma'am,
No, ma'am.
Tulika
Please,
ma'am, go
please,
ahead.
please.
I will be with Dr. Gulshan Sharma, the last one to do that, closing it up. Go ahead.
And
Oh,
Premaji,
Dr. Veena.
I think Premaji, you already might be in touch with Veena Raizada ji. I think
Yes, we
already.
are already.
Okay, great. And
Great.
Chitrakala ji and Nidhi. Nidhi is my child in Bangalore, doing a great job, wonderful job, and I'm proud of her. And lot of tasks she is doing, and she's trying to add value. And her father is doing a great job. And for all of us, in the entire southern part of India. I'm proud of him. We are in uniform together as soldiers. And, I would say more and more people should come into the fold now. Let's increase the size of the kitty and let's learn from more people. So Dr. Tulika Mehta, you come at 3 o'clock. You come every day. Veena ji come on Sunday at 3 o'clock. Now, Veena ji is carrying a lot of experience for a couple of decades.
Oh, please.
Dr. Tulika Mehta is intellectual capital in IT industry,
Oh.
and she's an icon of the IT industry. And you know what challenge she has taken? Her title of the program is How to Earn Your Pocket Money Post-COVID through social media. That program she's offering and free of cost. And that person, resource person, the people to whom she has brought, she's keeping at her cost. I would say there are very less people like her, very, very less people like her, but they're doing great job. So both of you should decide who is going to go first,
Tulika ma'am can
because
do it.
I
No
have.
issues, no worries. Hardly any time this way or that way. Doesn't make it. It's perfectly fine.
Okay, Tulika ma'am,
Thank you,
Dr.
Veena
Tulika
ma'am.
Mehta
Thank you.
ma'am. Yeah, please go ahead.
Thank you. Dr. Saab, for the wonderful platform, and you have charged the entire panelists on this platform. We have learned a lot from all the walks, the people who are, across the globe. We've learned a lot. The incomparable radiance that was born from all gods and pervaded the three worlds came to one place and took the form of a woman. On this International Women's Day, I congratulate all the powerful women, all the women of substance. Women, you are wonderful, outstanding, marvelous, adorable, and nice. Many congratulations to all of us on this International Women's Day and each day of the year. Because woman is the creator of the world, Jag Janani. On behalf of my company, Kaizen Systems, we have taken an initiative to teach the students that how can social media become a tool from where they can earn money. From past couple of months, we have been seeing that people, the students, the youth, they are using social media and they have used it as a tool to make themselves popular or probably tell their presence, that where they are, by using check-ins and by putting the details of the places. Cyber security has also taken a lot of charge on this, but we have modified this particular spectrum, and we have decided that how we can nurture our students, our youth, that how can this particular platform become a tool for each of the student, such that they earn a specific amount of money, which is a pocket money. In our past sessions also, and in the ongoing session also, we have brought couple of examples, couple of masters who are making money in huge numbers. However, if we bring the examples of the people who are making money in huge numbers, at least our students, our youth can understand that how a small amount, which is in thousands or lakhs, can be made as a pocket money to them. This is our mission through the platform created by Dr. Gulshan Sharma, GS Motivator. At 3 p.m., we have brought the entire team along with us who have taken initiative to boost the students. That's all from my company, Kaizen. And thank you, Chamber ICSI. Thank you, Dr. Gulshan Sharma, for such a beautiful platform. It's not about IT, it's about wellness, it's about health, it's about any field you talk about, you will learn on this platform. And I'm surprised, and I'm also learning from sir that how is he able to manage, how is he able to touch all the fields so gracefully, so beautifully. We are just in one particular field, and he has touched every field.
Thank you, Dr. Tulika. Thank you. Thank you. We are proud
Thank
of you.
you, everyone.
We are so proud of you. And थोड़ा हम लोग अपना good waves America भी भेज दें to your hubby. Let him also feel happy about it. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you for coming. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm so grateful to all of you. And let's get, because first of all, Chitrakala ma'am, Prema ma'am, Nidhi, Dr. Tolika, Shilpi ma'am, all of us, those stayed so long. And the final at the top of the shack, Veena Raizada ma'am, she has done a couple of programs with me, one-to-one also during pandemic. She has brought a lot of people also together. And she's such a committed soul. That's why I took the permission of my governing body, and I have requested her. And my governing body has been very kind to give the responsibility that every Sunday at 3 p.m., she's taking care of India ASEAN series, with a focus on northeast part of India, all the 8 states together, what all can be done. And our focus is women empowerment, our focus is startup, our focus is how the girls should start their own business. They should, go for stand-up, they should go for entrepreneurship. What all can be done from the northeast part of India, we are focusing on that. So Veena ji, blessings from elder brother, Devon ke Dev Mahadev. Chaliye aiye, let us start and let's, because Nidhi has to have her food. She's having only water, which poor girl for last so many hours. Come on, let's have it. Yes.
I'll be very
Veena
quick.
ma'am,
Good
please
evening
come.
to everyone. Greetings to each one of you on this International Women Day. What a platform, and listening to all around there. Prema ma'am, so happy to see you after such a long time. Chitrikala ma'am, I've heard so much about you. It's wonderful. The little bit that I want to share with all of you is from my own journey of life, that every child, irrespective of the gender, should be taught to take risk, should be taught to rise from the failures, to keep on going for the dreams. In my professional career of 4 decades, I started in 1977 teaching. And I have done establishments of 3 educational institutions, plus 1 decade with Prima ma'am, part of it in the e-learning content development company. And the passion for girl child, because I believe that if you want to see some change, be that change and initiate it. Because I have myself grown in a gender biased family, rose to this position with a great effort. Of course, my parents are a great part of what I am today. However, I left my principalship to join as vice principal of a school, residential school for girls only. And 11 years I dedicated there. Today, that's a deemed university for women with girls college, engineering college, and MBA. So I have that legacy of doing something, especially for the girl child, whom I think is only an equality of opportunity to be given. Then every child can prove oneself. And when I kept on changing from one stand to another point, people will tell me, why are you leaving? What are you doing this? I said, there's a lot more to be learned by me and shared with the others. And every time I moved, I had to take a risk of proving myself again and again. So how do you train your children to take risk, dare to dream, go on with patience, persistence, and perseverance, irrespective of? So how, as we educators, we as parents, we as learning communities, we as societies, we as a nation can create a generation of equality, create a young generation which is coming up that do not talk about gender bias at all. How do we raise children where our language as educators and parents is a gender inclusive language? Let's not say that you are a boy, you can do this, and you are a girl, you can't do this. Because we girls grow up with that kind of environment, therefore it gets embedded in our head. But my parents, and especially my mother, kept on telling me, if you want to do something as good as your brothers, keep working hard, keep going for it. So rising from failures, keep going for your work, striving and risk taking and proving yourself again and again. That's probably makes you a strong individual. So I will focus more on being a strong individual, because as an individual, I think we need to have equality of power between two of us, because the way our scriptures talk about Ardha Nareshwara. We are all a part of feminine and masculine together. Which part becomes dominant, the way we think about it. So we need to raise our voice sensitive to the feminine part in them, and equally the girls also to be sensitive about the other part. And if we have that kind of equality of opportunity, equality of thought, equality of raising that generation that talks of equality, and I am so happy to see the younger generation is actually conscious of that. I hope to see our future are as the old age one, equipped with people who are actually talking about generation equality, no gender bias at all. Wish you all the best to all of you once again. And what a platform to share my thoughts out here. Thank you, Dr. Gulshan Sharma. I have been part of this for quite a few sessions. Wonderful, wonderful opportunities to bring people around here and connect so many people around here. However, one thing I would like to add that as a teacher, what we did as a part of Super Teacher in the last this pandemic time, we trained teachers how to have online tools and make that very. Chitrakala ma'am knows that how Super Teacher has gone, I mean, beyond limits to ensure that maximum teachers could be empowered for using the tools on online education. And now we are also coming up with the new courses that are empowering teachers with how to imbibe the spirit of NEP. So as a teacher, as an educator, this is what I am contributing, and anybody of you who would like to be part of this, do connect with me. I've left my number out there also. Once again, greetings to all of you. Thank you, Dr. Gulshan Sharma, for giving me this opportunity to be part of this. Really pleasured and honored to be part of this. Nice meeting you, Prema ma'am.
Thank you, and
so
I'm
much.
honored too. I'm honored too.
Nice, Nidhi and Chitrakala ma'am. Hope to see you once again. Shilpi ma'am, nice hearing you, and Chanchala ma'am, Tulika ma'am, everyone,
All of you,
Chitrakala ma'am.
thank you so
Nice
much, and
meeting you all.
good
Nice
night.
meeting you all. Very
Good
happy
night.
International Women's Day. Let's all rise together.
Thank you. Thank you,
Let's
sir.
all rise
Thank
together.
you.
Yes.
Bye-bye,
Choose
Chitra.
to challenge.
Thank you so much.
Choose to challenge all those
Wonderful.
biases. Choose to challenge all those misconceptions. Choose to challenge the fears. Choose to challenge the mindset that we have. Let's grow. Let's choose to challenge. Choose to
Wonderful.
challenge.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Wonderful. So grateful to all of you. Thank you very much for your most valuable inputs, valuable time. I pray to Almighty for all the good days for all of you, wherever you are. Vivek Shankar Natarajan ji, are you there on channel? Are you there? Dr. Vivek Shankar Natarajan ji, are you there from Lamar University, 8 kilometers away from the NASA platform? Okay. Okay, I think his aircraft has not taken off. He's not there. Otherwise, he would have given the closing prayer. If anyone out of you who can do some shloka, I want to close the program with a prayer. Anybody can recite, anybody can do any one shloka which you can take on for women empowerment, for education empowerment, for human wellness. Anybody who knows Sanskrit and who can give one shloka, I would be grateful. Anybody can give. Yeah.
I
Dr.
will do
Shilpi
that.
Mohan is taking initiative. Yes. Let's close it.
Which one do you want to sing, ma'am? Just let me know that.
Astu ma sadgamay.
Yeah, we will do that. Yes.
Yeah. I'll start with Om Bhur and 3 I will do.
Right. Okay.
Om Bhur Bhuvasvaha Tatsaviturvarenyam
Vargo
Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayat Vakratunda Mahakaya Suryakoti Samarprabha Nirvignam Kurme Devo Sarvakaresu Sarvada Asato Ma Sadgamaya
Tamso Ma
Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya Shanti Shanti Shanti.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so
Thanks a
much
lot.
to all of you.
Thank you.
Good night.
Thank
Good
you.
night
Stay
to all
safe,
of
stay
you.
fine.